Hello friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make this scene in the Blender. So stay tuned for knowing how to make this scene in the Blender, as it's looking very pretty and very glamorous also. So you can do it in Blender. So as I'm having Blender 2.79, but you may have any version of Blender and you can create any kind of animation like I have done this. You can see it like in logo, so you can create any kind of animation in this software. So Blender, okay. So as I said that I have Blender 2.79, you may have anyone, you can use any Blender. So first of all, we get this kind of scene, very well. Now we have to delete it. So now first of all we have to take a cylinder. So now shift its position. Now go into the edit mode. Now we have to select the face select, and we select the upper face, and then by pressing X we can delete the faces. Now as we are making the table's bottom, okay, now we have to select one by one alternate faces by pressing shift like this. We can do this in this manner, but beware, do not press away the shift again or leave your finger on above the shift key. Now you have to press extrude individual and it's extruded. Now we go again in the object mode. Now you can shift it here. Okay, now that's done. Now it's looking perfect. Yes, just a little bit adjustments are remaining. Now it's good, it's very good. Now we have to get again a cylinder. Now we can change its size by pressing S. Then on the Z axis we press Z and we compress it, like we have to make the glass of this. Now we have to shift it by pressing G or anything else, but you can simply do this by these arrows. So now it's looking quite perfect. Now that's good, that's quite good. Okay, now our table is completed. Just a little bit more adjustments here. Okay, that's enough. Now we copy by pressing shift D. Okay, now we press G and press X, then we can move it on any axis like this, and by pressing S we can change its size as we have to make the glasses. Okay, now we can adjust it here like this, yes, on the table, so that it's look good. Now what you have to do is to again duplicate these glasses by pressing shift D and then press G, then press -1. It's not compatible to your table, then you have to press backspace, then press 2, and then you can again duplicate it and change its positions on the table like this. You can change any position, you may situate on any position on the table these glasses, but I like this position. Okay, so now again I use cylinder because in this I use only mainly cylinders, to make them all of the things here for the table and the glass and the champagne. Also we change its size by pressing S and then Z on the Z axis like this. It's the champagne's bottom part here. Okay, that's good. Now we have to take a UV sphere because we have to make the champagne's upper part is rounded, quite rounded. For that we have to change its size a little bit more. Now we can adjust it by arrows and we can merge it on this cylinder. Yes, we merge it just a little bit more here. Now we can see it in this position. Now adjustments are quite needful here because we have to, it must look perfect. Now it looks good, very good. Now okay, okay, we have adjusted it. Now we have to make the cap of the bottle of the same of the champagne bottle. For that I have to take again a cylinder by changing its size. We have to press S, then change its size very small, and we place it at the top of the champagne bottle and merge it over there. We haven't changed its size according to the champagne bottle's cap yet, but we can change it by pressing S, then X axis, then with Z axis. Now yes, it's adjusted. Now we have to put it here. Okay, to put a little bit down it. Okay, that's good. Now what we have to do, we have to join them because if I move one, then I cannot move the whole assembly here. I can move only one part on the UV sphere on the cap. So I have to select by pressing shift all of these, then you press join. Now all of these are joined, so I can move it easily. So that's pretty impressive. Look here. Now what I have to do, I have to adjust it over the table as I created my scene. So a little bit here, a little upward. Now size is a little big. According to the glasses attribute, it should be perfect. If it's too big, then it's not good. It should be in the function of the glasses and on the table also. It should not be that big or that small. Now we have to make a plane to make the surface here. Now by pressing S, we can change its size like this. Yes. Okay, now we take a cube to make a wall. As you have seen in my in you have seen in the scene in the blender which I have shown you, there's a wall behind the scene. So you have to create it by pressing S and then pressing S and then X axis. Then you can expand it on the X axis. Okay, like this. Now it looks great. Now you can change the camera position, you can change the spot position, you can change this, what is it, uh, you can take it as a sun point, hemi spot, or kind of anything. Yes. Now you have to change the cycle blender render to the cycles render. Now you have to click on this point. Now you have to click on this, then you have to change its size. You have to copy the following steps to make the same scene. Okay, and you have to change its strength also. Now as our camera is here, you have to move the camera a little bit here, here, but by pressing G you can move it a little bit. Adjustments here by pressing R, or you can take a new camera by in the create bar. Now it's good, you can press it, then our scene is in it. Now you can change the size of the camera also, as I'm increasing its size. Yes, yes, quite good, that looks pretty good. A little now it's completed. Now a little bit adjustment. Now it's looking good, but according to camera you have to adjust it, as I'm adjusting it now. So I have done all the work. Now as when I render this scene, then you have to choose a material for all of the contents here, so it will look exposed and quite good, and a very textured theme I prefer here. Now for the surface, you have to click on the surface and choose the material like this. You have to click on material, and then you can use nodes, and then you have to choose this kind of material as I'm showing it. You can see in this material shade which I am selecting it, you can see it, and anisotropic. Okay, you can select it, you can choose any color, but I have chosen here the green one. Okay, now for the table bottom, I have choose the brownish type color. I have used the same again, so it's completed. On the surface I have used green for its brown for the glass. As I have to make it glass, you have to use this, the surface is the glass BSDF. For the glass you have to check that the color is pure white in it. Now for the champagne bottle, we know the bottom is green normally on the champagne bottle, so but the cap is of yellow color, so I choose the green color for the bottom part and the UV sphere also, but the cap is yellow in this condition. So by this material it will look real, which is quite good. Now the same for this. Now for the glasses, I have to use the glasses, it must look like glass, so I have used the surface as a glass BSDF. Now we can choose any kind of colors, you can choose it here. Now the main thing is the wall. For the wall I have used, you can see it here how I use it. This is, but you can choose any kind of wall, the anisotropic, glossy, glass, hairy. You can choose any color, any type of. Now if I press on the rendered mode, then it will look like this. This looks so good, I can't even tell you guys. Now our next step is our rendering the image. For that you have to click on that camera icon, and then you have to change the attributes here. There are attributes like samples, the quality, the pixels here, so you can change it. Now what can I see here, that samples is number of samples are the quality of your image or the video or the animation you have done it. So more the samples, high the graphics, high the quality, more HD quality you obtain. So after rendering it will look like this, guys. So if you like my video, please like this video and subscribe.